Welcome back to GreedFall. Just here on our way to the city on a mission for Wasco. Still wants to suddenly meet his family, even though he didn't give a shit all this time, but now he wants to meet them and sell his brother out.
Halt! Your names, titles, and business at hand.
Sir de Sardet, emissary of the Congregation of Merchants on Tier Fredi. I have come to present my regards to your governor.
Your papers seem to be in order. Welcome to Hikmet, Your Excellency.
I was about to say, what sounds are those? Not like horses, but it's not horses after all, okay.
Come closer. Come! Your Excellency, you will not and always...
Where do your wares come from?
Most come straight from the continent. That's still where the most refined objects come from, isn't it? But others are also crafted in Hikmet, of course. Thanks for your visit, Your Excellency.
Might come in handy. If one has to sneak somewhere or stuff.
Thanks for your visit.
Oh, I already have my own house before I talk to the governor. So it's more like a Arabian kind of city with those turban things and stuff. What is this for now? Maybe for a quest later on.
Hello, sir. Is this the house of the man called Farad?
It is I. What can I do for you?
We're searching for Mr. Darcy. He was supposed to come here to do business.
Yes. Yes, he did come here, but I don't know where he is. To be honest, our exchange did not exactly go as planned. And if you are his associate, or a member of his family, know that you owe me a large sum of money.
How so?
Well, this Darcy fellow came here to take the shipment, and he was supposed to deliver me a promissory note.
Which never arrived, I imagine. How could you let him leave with your merchandise without payment?
Well, he's the son of a very well-known family. I did not deem it necessary to try and obtain more guarantees.
What if something happened to him?
Nothing happened. At least I don't think so. Why should that concern me? I'm not his brother. He owes me money, and I do not have the slightest idea of where he might be.
I suspect that you're not telling us everything.
Come on. If you have not come to repay his debt, leave me alone so I can work in peace. I already told you that I do not know where this man is.
Greetings. If you have come to do business, head upstairs, if there's any business left to do.
Why'd you say that?
They haven't been paying me, and I've had to work with cheap ingredients for weeks.
Have you heard of a man called Bastian Darcy?
It would be difficult not to. His name is the only thing my boss talks about. Apparently, he did not pay for one of our shipments and still left with the goods. And now my boss makes me work twice as much to compensate for his losses. With ingredients I wouldn't even feed to a pig.
And what did your boss do?
Well, he spent every waking hour cursing his name. That's how I learned about it.
What do you do here exactly?
I create and prepare complex potions.
And if I'm not mistaken, things are not going the way you would want them to.
The boss has always been difficult, but ever since he got ripped off, it has been a living hell. I work using leftovers thrown away by all the other alchemists, while listening to him screaming at me and everyone else all day. This is no way to live.
How can a brilliant, conscientious alchemist keep working here? I am certain that any great laboratory in town would welcome you with open arms. So why continue protecting your employer?
This position may not be the most rewarding these days, but it wasn't always like this.
50% my ass. I think from 10 times I used this, it only worked 2 times.
We'll leave you to your work.
It's 20%,
How kind of you.
if anything. Probably the next skill I want to level up. I mean, in most games it's an unnecessary skill. I never update it. But here will certainly do. Why does it have a plus symbol? But it's also not bad because it improves competence combat abilities even further. It's also not bad. So not a bad skill to level up to. Even though I could use this one also and this one, so Which level am I at right now? 13 is the next one. 12, okay, next levels will be charisma, I guess. Because there are really many dialogue choices.
You again. I already told you that I do not know where the man you're searching for is.
You may not know where he is, but you did everything you could to find him, didn't you?
What do you mean?
Does this document ring a bell? You hired some debt collectors to find Mr. Darcy.
How dare you rummage through my belongings?
You could have taken legal action and retrieved what you were owed, but you sent some killers instead.
I doubt the governor would approve. Do you want us to tell him about it?
No. But please understand me. The Darcy family is on the continent. It would take months for them to reply to my complaint. What other solution was there? My shop will not survive this.
Tell us who these debt collectors are and we'll take care of it.
They loiter in an alleyway of ill repute, not far from here, in the Science District.
That's what I feared. Probably a bunch of cutthroats. If Bastian survives...
If he survives, remind him of what he owes me.
Good thing you don't always have to run to the other end of the map and stuff. And also buildings don't load and stuff. Really good. And you don't have to talk to a few thousand guys or have to fight a few thousand monsters on your way here. It's really cool. You can focus on the story. And of course also have some side fun.
At the fiery flasks, you'll find the quintessence of alchemy. The best potion... and the most efficient concoctions. At the fiery flasks, you'll find the quintessence of alchemy. The best potions and the most efficient concoctions. All about Sart's talent put into
Have mercy! Have mercy! I will repay everything, I swear. This is nothing...
Hey, you! Leave this man alone!
What do you want? No one asked you for your opinion, so get lost.
Maybe he's friends with the weakling.
Maybe. In any case, it seems like he wants to share his fate.
You think I'm afraid? I've fought uglier people than you.
Vasco, let me try to take care of this. How much money are we talking about? You're here to collect a debt, right?
Between what he owes our client and our commission, it's a hefty sum. But if you want to pay in his stead, my lord, please do.
I don't think you realize who you are dealing with, so let me introduce myself. My name is de Sardet. I am the legate of the congregation, and I am here to save the life of one of our citizens. If you do not deliver him to me immediately, I will have no choice but to inform the governor.
And you'll end up rotting in jail in no time.
Damn it, they look serious.
Yeah, it's a bit too much. Listen, we don't want to get in trouble with the governor, so take him.
Yeah, if our client wants to get repaid, he'll have to make an official request. Come.
Thank you for your intervention. I thought these brutes would kill me.
Don't mention it. It's only natural.
But how did you end up in such a situation?
Oh, I'm certain someone like you, who belongs to high society, will understand. There is a game table here that is attended by the best of the aristocracy. I lost the money I owed to that merchant while playing there. And since I got out with a few other debts, I had to leave the merchandise as repayment as well. But that's a mere trifle that my father would have paid for without thinking twice. I never would have thought that someone would send these types of brutes after me. What a lack of tact. In any case, I am extremely grateful to you. To whom do I have the honor of speaking?
My name is Captain Vasco. Naught and Sea Given. It was a pleasure, sir.
What? That was it? That's how it's supposed to be?
Sorry, Dave. Can I do anything for you?
I must leave you.
What the fuck? I went to... What the fuck? This was a mission? I went all this fucking way from all this fucking city somewhere else to this fucking city to make this bloody mission, to find his fucking brother. No, I got to him and then it's just like, okay, it was an auto meteor and bye, mission over. I mean, this feels like a bug, it cannot be real. I did not want to change it by the going by the way. I mean, now it's... I don't know, is the mission over or is it not over? Is it a bug? In RPGs, the first thing you already think is... Or also in games, of course, in general, but especially in RPGs, the first thing you think is it's a bug. Well, we can also do this one, yeah.
Thank you, Desade.
My
Okay, I
pleasure.
thought something might hit me
Why
out.
didn't you tell him who you were?
But I did tell him. I was stupid. I resented everyone, and you even more, for the life I didn't get to live. You had it all, everything I thought I was entitled to. But after seeing Bastion, I realized that in the end, I was exactly who I wanted to be. A naught, and a proud one at that.
I'm glad to hear it. No more regrets?
No more regrets. And I certainly don't regret not being called Leandra Darcy. Glad to see you, my friend. Can I do anything for you?
What did you think of your brother? Meeting him in such circumstances must have been upsetting.
I had high expectations for this encounter. I was naively hoping for some emotional reunion, and I found myself in front of a conceited and selfish idiot. Need I say more?
Not all brothers are alike, especially when they've led such different lives.
Indeed. At least this regrettable adventure allowed me to find out who I am. Thank you for your help. You were very patient with me. Did you want anything else?
What do the Naught's tattoos mean?
The first tattoo we get indicates whether we're sea-born or sea-given. The rest of them tell our story. They tell of everything we've been through, our rank, but also the storms we've sailed through.
What do yours mean?
That I am a sea-given. That I sailed through a hurricane when I was but a simple sailor. That I performed several voyages as a captain without losing a single man. Does my entire curriculum really interest you?
It's important to me that I get to know you better.
I'm flattered, but there are other ways to do so than questioning me, you know. Did you want anything else?
I must leave you.
I mean, I figured that it might be... I figured that it might be, there might be a cutscene, at least then when working that out of the LA.
You'd better go and meet this governor without me. We are at war. I'm not certain that I can remain calm if I see such a man.
We rarely bow down on our ships. I hope I will not embarrass you.
Greenblood, my friend. Do you need something?
I must leave you. Your Excellence, it is an honor to meet you. Allow me to present my sincerest regards in the name of the Congregation of Merchants.
And allow me to wish you and your cousin a warm welcome to the island, in the hopes that this visit will help prolong the profitable relations between our two nations.
Likewise. Nevertheless, another question brings me. The Malachor. The Prince d'Orsay hopes that these new shores will bring us new possibilities. Even a remedy.
It is an area that concerns us greatly, but be assured we are studying it acutely. Our doctors and alchemists are particularly interested in the flora of the Isle. It's extremely varied and different from our own. In fact, we have sent a group of explorers into a very promising sector. Alas, we've had no news from them for quite some time now. We are hoping that nothing has happened. We would have sent a patrol to investigate, but we cruelly lack the means to do so. The natives have proven aggressive, even hostile to our studies, and have attacked us regularly. We are obligated to maintain all of our able-bodied men here in order to protect the city. But we would be happy to share with you the results of our research if...
Your Excellency.
This insolent interruption is untimely and unwelcome.
I deeply regret, Excellency, but one of our frontier posts has just suffered a brutal attack.
Report then, and be precise.
The natives attacked us by surprise. Our men were massacred. Our frontier post is lost.
One more act of barbarity. Dismissed, soldier. Where was I? Yes. We would be most pleased to share our discoveries with our allies if your cousin would send us a party to help us find our lost expedition. I could show you to which region they were sent.
I thank you for the information and will let him know.
If you are of a mind to accord me another request, I would be truly grateful.
I'm listening.
As you have not failed to observe, our troops, as well as our caravans, have been suffering incessant attacks. The merchants, including your own, are raided, often killed, and certain goods have become scarce. Captain Rainhild, who commands our outpost in the plains, has communicated his incapacity to protect them. Considering that certain of your own fellow countrymen are involved.
You would like me to lend a hand? I will see what I can do, Your Excellency.
Would you like to speak with me about any other subjects?
I met Ulan, the Bone Blowers clan chief, from the village of Vignamri. He is an open-minded man who holds great expectations of exchanges with the colonies. He would like to meet you to discuss a treaty, even an alliance.
Ulan, you say? I have never heard mention of this name, but to finally have an ally among the natives could only be beneficial. That is excellent news. Still, I fear that I cannot leave the city. That would be taking too much of a risk.
I doubt that Ulan will come to Hikmet. He is looking for an alliance, but he is not desperate. Such a gesture would be considered a sign of weakness by his clan.
That is understandable, I suppose. Do they grasp the concept of emissaries? Do you think that solution might work?
I think that might be possible. I'm sure he would understand that you could not come to see him in person for the same reason.
Excellent. Finally, some clear skies in our negotiations with the natives. My right-hand man will then go to this village to finalize an agreement with King Ulan.
I'll be there too, to make sure everything goes according to our plans. There is another matter concerning the same village that I would like to bring to your attention. A wandering merchant, a member of Ulan's clan, is being kept in your outpost. Can you authorize his entry into the city?
I see no harm in that. This merchant is certainly not a threat to us, and he might even prove useful, if the negotiations with his clan should take a foul turn. Here, please be so kind as to give him this letter of passage. If he presents it to the guards, they will let him in and he'll be able to establish his stall in town.
I thank you. I hope to see you again. I have to go. Look forward to seeing you again.
Farewell, my lord.
I don't remember this merchant that wants to go here, but okay.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade, and to what do I owe this honor?
Could you tell me a little about your
Hikmet, here you could find in everyone's eyes this...
And what of this conflict with Thélème on Tir Freddy?
Officially, we are at war. But we have never waged war openly here. Of course, we did not rejoice when they set up camp on the Isle, and we expected the worst. But it seems that their only concern is to convert the natives into believing their ridiculous teachings. They represent no true danger to us. At least, not for the time being. And to be frank, we have plenty of other concerns that demand our attention.
Could you tell me a little about your city?
Hikmet is the oldest city on the island. We began construction of its first buildings 15 years ago, shortly after the discovery of the island. A magnificent city, where the great minds of the time were united in a common goal. Here you could find the best doctors, the greatest engineers, and the most eminent savants. In everyone's eyes, this island has great promise. And Hikmet is the city that allows us to make good on that promise.
I have to go. Look forward to seeing you again.
Farewell, my lord.
Norman, now. My mother is still held in this outpost near Vegigedo. I must do everything I can to free her from the lion's claws. So will you accompany me?
We will do everything we can to free her. Do not worry. Let's go.
Come closer. Come closer. All my wares are in the vanguard.
Hello, Captain.
Your Excellency, what can I do for you?
Governor Buren has asked me to help you fight against the caravan attacks. Could you tell me precisely what's going on?
For weeks we have been harassed by the savages. They're waiting for groups of soldiers or caravans to be out of sight of the outpost and attack with incredible violence. They don't just steal goods or equipment. They kill without mercy. Only one man survived their last attack. He's here in a sorry state.
Do you think he could answer a few questions?
Yes, but take it easy on him.
I'll make sure I do, Captain. Hello there. My name is de Sardet. I'm the legate of the congregation. I was informed that your caravan was looted, and that you were the sole survivor of the attack.
It's true, Your Excellency. It was awful. All those deaths. The violence. We followed the recommended precautions to the letter, but it was useless.
Were there several attackers?
I counted 5, maybe 6. But others were hiding in the woods. I'm sure of it. If they only had their usual stone weapons, we may have hoped to escape them. But their weapons were inflamed. I have never been so scared in my life.
How did the attack happen?
We traveled all day. We were exhausted, and night was approaching. We knew we were not very far from the outpost, but we couldn't go any further. So we camped away from the road, trying to stay out of sight. Alas, it was in vain. That's when they struck, in the middle of the night.
What were you transporting?
Mostly food, but also herbs and other ingredients for scientists.
Did the attackers take it?
Everything was a blur. I don't know if they intended to steal or destroy it. Unfortunately, my companions died while trying to protect our cargo.
Are you saying that the looters started by attacking your cargo?
Yes, Your Excellency. Maybe more of us would have survived if we'd all fled.
You mentioned recommended precautions.
Yes. Since attacks occur often, we were given a number of precautions to avoid them. Do not travel at certain times. Do not camp near the road. Do not light any fires. All of it was useless. It would have been better to recruit guards to escort us.
Based on what you're saying, the attacks were very targeted. They must have a camp near the outpost to monitor the road.
But what is their goal? Why attack all the caravans along this route?
They must want to cut off the supply lines to Hikmet. We'll go to the scene of the attack. I might find something there to help track these rebels. Hello, Captain.
Your Excellency, what can I do for you?
I must go.
Goodbye, Your Excellency.
Yeah, I guess that many people hate this, but I like it very much. That it was just a big city, but there was not too much to do. I was not like didn't have to spend 4 hours talking to a gazillions of people. Just at my peace. Did a few missions, but not too much.
Please, help me!
Just keep walking, Renaigse. This does not concern you.
Have mercy! They will kill me! I am but a merchant who wishes to trade with the big city.
If I were you, I would leave at once. A squad of guards are approaching.
Not Fradi. Let's leave. We are not ready for an encounter yet, but we will get you for this, merchant.
Adloreda Onolmanawi, may the trees along your path always bear fruit.
Think nothing of it. Ulan told me that you were not able to enter the town.
It is true. The soldiers did not let me enter. They left me outside, and the Donea Exdragao took advantage of this opportunity to attack me.
Rest assured, I have obtained permission for you to enter from the governor of Hikmet, which should allow you to set up your stall in the city.
Adloreda Renaigse. Thanks again.
Farewell, merchant. Perhaps we will meet again. The caravan was some distance from the road when it was attacked. Here we are. Stay alert. food has been destroyed. They clearly don't need it, which means that their camp should be close by. They must have died protecting their goods. How sad. These wounds appear to be caused by stone blades, the kind of weapons that islanders use. The crates are empty. Their entire contents have been destroyed. These goods were not meant to reach their destination. They acted quickly, methodically, and then left. But where are the bodies? Let's look around.
Poison on my blade. And let's go! My blade. And let's go!
Why did he say that the fact that they destroyed everything means that they are not far away? I mean, they destroyed anything doesn't mean anything, considering how far away they are.
Blade. And let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate!
Why was this man's body arranged like that? There's something in his pocket. He was in the caravan, but whoever attacked him decided to drag him here and feed him to the wild beasts.
The Donea Ektragao do this as a sort of scare tactic. This is a message for other merchants.
Bit of poison on my blade, and let's go! Troll, we're close to the target. Bit of poison on my blade, and let's go! I need a bit of practice. This obstacle was deliberately placed here. I think we're on the right track. Their camp must be nearby. We must find a way to pass. You are going to die for your sake. Go on!
Short break.
Finally. Here's the camp of the rebel natives.
The standing men call themselves Donea Exvegao. Please, let's try and talk to them. I do not want to fight with my brothers without trying to reason with them first.
On my blade, and let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate!
Close to his Nestiri.
Oh, fuck it, I was about to think about getting Kurt and slaughter the motherfuckers, but maybe it's also a good thing to have the girl to have more dialogue options. But normally I really tend to slaughter those fucking savages. Civilize them. This is a colonization here, so be assimilated or die. Let's bring them some civilization. Civilize them.
Hello. Don't worry. I come in peace. I only wish to speak to your leader.
I am the leader of this camp, Renaikse. And whom might you be?
My name is de Sardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
The congregation. Are those the Lugaid Blau? The yellow eyes?
It's possible, yes. We live in the city south of the island.
That's right. We hold no grudge against your people. Talk. I'm listening.
I've come to speak to you about your attacks against all those who take the road to Hikmet.
The Lions only got what they deserve. They have captured many of our people. We must release them.
That's the price of war. If you fight, you risk men being taken prisoner.
I'm not talking about warriors, Renaikse, but villagers kidnapped in our villages. They mainly attack on Olmenawe. Those carrying the mark of the bond like you. They capture them, and we never see them again. We don't know what they are doing to them, but we are going to release them.
I see. But our merchants have no role in this. They are not warriors. So why kill them?
They brought food and weapons back to our enemies. We could not let them pass. If your merchants had fled, we would not have pursued them. But they resisted, so they died. The city of Loyans is no longer to receive food or weapons. Nothing.
In that case, I'm sorry to tell you that you've failed. The road is not the only way to transport goods. Many things are transported by sea.
Listen, if what you told me is true, I fully understand why you're fighting. I'm even ready to help you clear up these disappearances. As long as you spare our merchants.
You no longer need to worry about it. That was our last attack. Our troops are ready. And soon we will make the Loyan pay for the harm it has brought upon us.
What are you talking about?
Soon, the Donea Extragao will march together, and we will free our brothers.
I'm sorry, Chief, but I cannot let you do that.
So you finished talking and you want to fight now?
You leave me no choice.
There's poison on my blade. Then let's go!
These people preferred to die than fall to the Alliance.
The Donaya Exregal fight, as my mother did, to free our people from the Lions. And now, they are ready for a great battle. I hope they will not end up like my clan.
I have to admit that the story of this attack is concerning. We should talk to Captain Rainhild about it. We can also inform him that the convoys will now be running smoothly.
Inform him? Captain Reinhardt is a woman last time I checked.
Hello, Captain.
Your Excellency, what can I do for you?
I managed to trace the rebels who attacked the caravans. They will no longer be a problem.
You eliminated them?
Yes, Captain. Alas, these men were only a small part of the rebels that threaten you. I learned that they are planning to go to war with Hikmet.
We have been at war with the rebels for a long time.
They did not speak of skirmishes, but of a pitched battle. They want to free their imprisoned comrades and will stop at nothing to do so.
This is terrible news. We must prepare the troops immediately. I'll send a message to Governor Buran. Thank you for warning us, Your Excellency. You've given us a chance to resist their assault. I know it's not much, but I hope you'll accept this as a token of gratitude.
Thank you, Captain. Hello, Captain.
Your Excellency, what can I do for you?
I must go. Goodbye, Captain.
Goodbye, Your Excellency.
But I mean, why would you travel with caravans if you have this normal fast route anyway? I mean, why pay up money if you have travel for free anyway?
Ulan, I see that the governor of Hikmet's emissary is already here.
He is. And I am very thankful that you succeeded in organizing this meeting. I am full of hope for the future.
We are very grateful as well, Your Excellency. However, if you could leave us, I am sure you can understand that the discussion we are about to have must remain confidential.
Naturally. I hope that you will reach an agreement.
You fucking kidding me? Oh, this is one of the games, I mean many games have it, but it's one of those games that go into the PlayStation menu for saving. It's a bit annoying, because it also always kicks you out of the stream.
So, have you reached an agreement?
Our discussions were very fruitful. However, we are faced with a problem.
Really?
Our peace treaty depends on the ability to exchange freely.
And Chief Ulan has warned me that our merchants would be at risk of being attacked by the neighboring clan.
Mordoon, the chief of the village of Vigugsob, is at the Nea Exragao. He is among those who think that the people of your island are only here to take from us. But his village would also benefit from this agreement. If you could convince him to meet us, we could reach an understanding, allowing the caravans to pass through his territory.
Without this, I am afraid we would not be able to make a commitment. Peace and trade are linked. If our merchants risk their lives coming here...
I am sure that you will manage to convince him that the Renaigse are not all bad.
I can try, at least.
Adoreda, we will wait here and hope that you will manage to reason with him.
Fuck, you won't save again? I just did this last mission. I also have Zero's Quest open, bro. No. I know what you're thinking, and you're right. Would have fast traveled. I did not think about it. But at least I can loot some more berries and stuff. Kill a few bandits here.
Then let's go! Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go! I need a bit of practice.
What's fucking shooting me? I cannot do this mission now or what? Because of the fucking wall there. How can I go around?
Then let's go!
That should also work. Fuck, I thought we were going to the Alliance outpost. Hey, this is the fucking battlefield region, so we are back where we started. Why didn't we go there right away? Instead of that, we just ran off somewhere, then she said she wants to meet her mother, and then it's suddenly back here. Are you fucking shitting me?
Let's get rid of these money bags. Let's go! Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
Halt! Who goes there? De Sardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
Oh, well, you can come in, Your Excellency. But this savage, on the other hand...
Am I the one you call a savage, Renaigze?
This young lady is the princess of her people and she is with me. As such, I would appreciate if you let us through.
Very well, Your Excellency. Please go and find the captain. I'd feel better knowing that he gave you his endorsement.
Well, who are you?
De Sardet, legate of the merchant congregation. Why are you at war against the natives?
Because they reject our presence. They've been attacking us for months. These savages, they stubbornly refuse civilization, and our men pay the price. We can't let them slaughter us without reacting.
Since you arrived here, you have destroyed the forest and ripped open the earth. And people disappear in our villages, the On-Almenawi first. We are only defending ourselves. And we are the savages.
Since we've defeated you, you can believe what you like. Anything else?
I think they are using people with this mark that also we have to find a cure, perhaps. Maybe it's linked. That's why they take the children who have this mark. So I understand it at least.
Allow me to introduce Siora, the daughter of Queen Bladnid, whom you faced on the battlefield. We understand that you brought her mother here, and I would like to negotiate her liberation.
A liberation? That'll prove difficult. She's dead.
No! You let her die! You may even have finished her up like an agonizing animal!
We didn't need to. When we collected her up from the battlefield, she was severely wounded. She died on the way to the camp.
I want to see her body, On-Almenawi. Please. I must see her.
Can we see her, Captain?
If you're the one who's asking, Your Excellency, it should be possible. You're in luck. We were thinking about getting rid of it, but we received the order to keep her body. It's still at the infirmary. Ask the doctor. He'll show it to you.
Thank you, Captain. Siora, I'm terribly sorry.
Let's go see her now. I need to.
I'm sorry for your loss, Siora.
The infirmary must be the building on the right, near the camp entrance. Let's go.
Always forget that it doesn't have to load when you enter or leave building, so I'm like waiting for them to finish talking, but it's not even necessary. What the fuck is this side mission? Fuck or what? I hate stuff like this.
Who are you? Are you looking for a doctor?
I am the legate of the congregation, and this is Siora, the daughter of the queen whose remains you're keeping.
I would like to see her. I need to see her. Please.
My condolences, madam. The body of your mother is back there, in the room on the left.
I should give you some privacy while you're mourning. We won't be far.
And the varstir tu, Matir. Men sida denon mil frichteman. I must take her with me, On-Almenawi. We must perform the rituals.
The captain said that he was instructed to keep her body. It will not be easy to convince him to disobey.
I do not care about the captain's orders. She is my mother. She must be given back to the earth.
So, let's go back to see him and try to make him change his mind.
You can try, but with all due respect, I doubt that you will succeed. He will not want to draw attention to himself by disobeying this order.
What do you mean?
I believe he is a traitor, and that he made a deal with Telemi.
Those are some serious accusations, even for a member of the Guard. Why would you believe such a thing?
I overheard a conversation that got me thinking, and I also saw certain documents.
We could use them to pressure him. Did you take them?
No, that would be too risky. I do not want to get into trouble. But I suppose they would still be amongst his other belongings.
Will they let us rummage through this place without protesting?
Most of the guards returned to Hikmet after the battle was over. If you are discreet, you should be able to enter the officer's building.
Thank you for your help, Doctor.
Shouldn't you ask the captain first? Maybe he'll change his mind.
You're right. Let's try talking to him before rummaging through the camp.
Your Excellency, what do you want?
We would like to retrieve the remains of the Queen. Bring her back to her people and her family.
That will not be possible, Your Excellency. As I told you, the Governor specifically asked us to keep her. He wants her delivered to one of his scholars who wanted to study her.
Why the fuck's the charisma at 50% again? I leveled it up, motherfuckers.
You have lost a lot of men in this battle. How would you feel if someone prevented you from giving them a proper burial? If you knew that their corpses were going to be given to some scholars to be dissected, wouldn't you want to have them back?
You have a way with words, Your Excellency. Yes, I would like to give them a proper grave. Take her with you. I'll find an excuse to give the Governor's men when they come.
Thank you, Captain. There. We managed to convince him in the end. We'll be able to bring the body of your mother back to your village.
Then let's go. I am eager to reunite with Isolde and talk to her.
Funny thing is, those successor ones talking to people like this one, those negotiations. They always are like this one, the last one that were successful, they were kind of shitty, I thought. I was like, that was not good. They will probably not say, alright. But then they were successful. And the other ones that failed were actually quite good, and I thought, wow, that's some convincing shit. But I'm going offline now, might be back tomorrow, so maybe until then.